Settling for irritating bladder protection? Ditch the itch with Tena's skin-friendly barrier. Infused with aloe and vitamin E. Helps keep you dry and up to 100% irritation-free. Ditch the itch and switch to Tena.
A heartwarming story from earlier this year unintentionally went viral online and has ties to the Charlotte area. The clip features a local dad dropping his son off to college at Western Carolina University and emotionally giving him a king chess piece. I caught up with the dad to talk about the moments and the meaning of fatherhood.
Didn't know I was gonna get that emotional, but like I said, it was just like overwhelming, and it just hit me.
Amenehet Shanafi remembers the day like it was yesterday. Earlier this June, dropping his son Nasor off at Western Carolina University. Emotions reached a peak when Ashanafi handed off a symbolic chess piece to his son.
Protect your king, which means protect yourself while you out here in this world, because a lot of things can happen.
Almost overnight, the post took off, getting hundreds of thousands of likes, shares, and views, and getting the attention of Jennifer Hudson, who invited the two as a guest on her show. I asked Ashanafi about what inspired his words that moved so many. He said it came from the heart.
I know I've been hard on you. I said, but that's to get you to this spot, because once you leave the confines of my protection and you go out into the real world is not going to reason with you.
Ashanafi says his son Nasor was a fighter from birth, overcoming challenges that came with a kidney disease to now advancing to a collegiate scholar athlete. As he put it, the moment was overwhelming, but in a good way. And so was the response from the public.
Everybody started to tag it, and then I started to get a lot of DMs from other black men just thanking me for that moment. And some of them telling me they wish that they had a father like me.
A father passing a new tradition on to his son on the road to college and manhood.
I walked in front of them so I could protect them from things, and boom. But as they got older, I led them from the back. So now they can see those things that I used to protect them from. So now they have to figure out a way how to navigate and protect themselves.
Protect the king.
Such a powerful story. I wish you guys were encouraging your kid to watch the full video online. But a chess piece, a lot of meaning behind that.
Absolutely. And everything he was saying, I know that many dads can relate to that feeling of sending your baby off to school and it's not a baby anymore. And now, he got to take on the world with all the lessons he learned along the way.
And how many of us could say that, like, we've never seen our dads cry, right? Well, that was one of the first times that Coach Ashanafi cried in front of his son Nasor there, and he's doing pretty well at school now. So a bright end to that story.
Absolutely. Well, beautiful package, Chris. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you to Coach. I want to thank meteorologist.
So, family, what's happening? What's happening, family? Back in the building. ABLAKK is back in the building to give y'all another quick joint. Just got in the house from working my son out, so I'm sweaty, and I know I was supposed to drop this on Father's Day, but once again, I worked him out on Father's Day, and then I was sleepy. I was tired. Came home, took me a nice little nap, and then I just chilled. You know what I'm saying? Then I just chilled out. Really, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in the world, So just a lot. I want to give a shout out to all the fathers out there, all the black dads, that's out there, because there's this stigma that black fathers aren't present, we aren't around. You know what I'm saying? And that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out to all of you brothers that's out here holding the line, doing what you can when you can, being your best when your best is required. You feel me? I was going to get up here and I was going to bang hard again on some topics, but I'm in a different spirit right now. I'm super happy right now. I'm super happy right now that my youngest son, y'all know Kafre, just got his first just got his first scholarship offer. You know, the Concord University D2 school up in West Virginia. So I'm super stoked about that. Super stoked about that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? He finally, somebody's finally seeing what I've always known, right? Appreciation for his talent and what he brings to the football field as a football player, and just as a young man. You know what I'm saying? 3.6 GPA, super smart. Appreciate that, Max. Super smart. You know, young man. Now he's just got off the phone with the recruiting coordinator, and they was offering him a scholarship. So I'm super stoked about that. You know, like I was gonna get up here. Like I look, I had some gems though. Like real talk, I wrote some stuff down. You know what I'm saying? So my thoughts. So you know what I'm saying. So my thoughts would be straight, but definitely, like if y'all saw the the thumbnail, like the Protect the King movement. It's a movement. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I'm not gonna let just fade out. You know what I'm saying? Fade to oblivion, or it was just a feel good moment for the time. Like, nah, I'm gonna keep this thing front and center and strong, because it's a message that needs to be pushed constantly and daily, right? I got another son I'm about to drop off. You know what I'm saying? So I got another king piece that I have to deliver. What I'm gonna say, I don't know. Am I gonna get emotional like I did with Nasor? Who knows? Maybe, because his story is different from Nasor's. You know what I'm saying? His story is a little different. You know what I'm saying? So they're both underdogs, right? They're both underdogs, but his underdog story is different from his brother's. You feel me? But like, like I was really gonna bang. Like I was gonna bang because a lot of things since the last two shows I've done, I've noticed a lot of other things have transpired. Like, it seems like everybody hates on black people, right? I was going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like now that you got Asians talking bad about us, and every other non-black ethnic group or whatever you want to call them. And I was going to talk about that. I was going to say, but I'll leave you with this. I'm going to say that for maybe next week. But I'll leave you with this. Dealing with that. Everybody wants our rhythm, but nobody wants our blues. You feel me? Let me say that again for the people in the back. Everybody wants our rhythm, but nobody wants our blues. And I know I started the show like an hour early. I was supposed to do it at 8:00, but I was just in the spirit to do it early. So forgive me for y'all who thought I was coming on at 8. My apologies. But like I said, everybody wants our rhythm, but nobody wants our blues. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to not borrow, but steal and copy and mimic everything that we do. But you don't want the blues that come. You don't want the blues that come with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the blues that come with it. And that's cool. I was watching, and I know it's probably a couple weeks old. I was watching the World Relays, right? I was watching the World Relays. And this is something else I was gonna bang about. This is for a lot of people who say, I'm not African, I'm this, or I'm that, I'm not this, I'm that. But we all look the same, right? So I'm looking at these relays, like these track relays from all these countries, right? So from Botswana and Jamaica and South Africa, Nigeria, Great Britain, the Netherlands, of course, US, where else? Brazil, Colombia, right? Germany, right? And a lot of them had a bunch of brothers up there. I mean, brothers who look like everyday cats you would see right here in your neighborhood on this soil. Couldn't tell them apart, right? It was a brother, I think he runs for South Africa or Ghana, but I want to say South Africa. He looks like this high school young man who's a phenom in the hurdles, who went to Dudley High School last year. They look like they could be related. So for everybody that says, oh, I ain't African, I ain't got bullshit. Your DNA stretches over there because you could take a couple of them brothers that was on the South African team, put them over here, and they would look just like any other brother. Take the brothers from Jamaica, same thing. The sisters from Jamaica, same thing, right? The brothers from Nigeria, Ghana, same thing. Great Britain, Netherlands, same thing. We're all the same. Come from the same tree, just different root. Only thing that separates us is a boat stop. That's it. As soon as we all figure that out, that we're one and the same, that yo, I don't get pulled over because I identify as American African, right? Or you don't get pulled over because you say you're FBA or you're this, or no. They pull you over because you're black, like Malcolm said. They don't get mad at him because he's Muslim. They banging on him because he's black. They ain't gonna bang on you because you're Christian. No, they're banging on you because you're black. They ain't gonna bang on you because you practice Judaism. No, they banging on you because you're black. At the end of the day, we all get banged on because we're black. Period. We just come from different places. That's it. That's all. We just come from different places. Point blank, period. One, for me, I love all of my brothers and sisters from all over. You know what I'm saying? From Mexico. Before there was, quote unquote, Mexican, there was Africans there. Gaspar Yenga was there before. And he defeated the conquistadors, the Spaniard. He defeated them. Cinco de Mayo is just as much our holiday as it is theirs. Why? Because we fought in that war too. We fought in that. Look it up. Right? So it's wild how people would like to try to remove us from certain things, but you can't. But once again, like I said, everybody wants our rhythm, but don't want our blues, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, but they can do that. We got to deal with both the rhythm and the blues. We got to deal with the rain and also the mud too. You see what I'm saying? But that's a topic for a different day. I'm in good spirits. My son has got a scholarship. So I was going to bang today. I was like, yo, I was going to bang hard today. Like, I was going to hurt some feelings. I was going to hurt some feelings today. People that I know, you know, may get their feelings, may have gotten hurt today. I was going to bang hard, right? Because a lot of things have come out. Like, I saw this one picture of this guy. He got arrested because he shot a child pedophile in his private area. And it's like, ever since all that other stuff came out with that other dude, I'm starting to see more and more cases of child predators. Like, for instance, it's a guy in DC. He's a lieutenant on the police force who got caught texting a 15-year-old boy talking about he want to have sex with him. I was going to really dive into that to let people know how serious this thing is. But today, I'm gonna be cool today. I'm gonna be all right. You know, I'm gonna be Ashanafi today. You know, I'm gonna be cool because my son got a scholarly. I'm happy. I'm in good spirits. But don't ever think that I still ain't holding a certain state, a certain county feet to the fire for something. Feel me? Paperwork needs to be checked, y'all. Children need to be taken care of. Children need to be made felt safe. Simple. But let me see what else I can talk about. Something good. But like I said, watching those relays, man, and seeing all those brothers from different countries, like Colombia, they relay team look like they're all brothers. Germany, all brothers. Like it was, bro, telling you, crazy. Even the sisters, same thing, same countries. Like, yo, stop playing. Like stop it. Like, stop playing with me. Stop. But Yeah, man. Like I said, my son got a scholarship. I was really gonna get up here, and I was going in again today. I was going in. I was really going in, and because I found out some more information. You know what I'm saying? Some more information that was pertaining to me in certain aspects, of why certain things played out the way they did. You know what I'm saying? And I was going to address that. You know what I'm saying? I was going to address that like head on and like ask certain individuals that know, like, yo, why don't you be a man and talk to me about it? But I'm going to say that for a later date. Because what you heard, my son has got a scholarship offer. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm in a good mood right now. And it's wild because we just got back from the football field working out, and the recruiting coordinator just called him. So I'm good. But I did say somebody hit me up and they wanted me to tell that story when I was in Africa. They wanted me to tell that story because they caught half of it and they wanted to hear it from the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and tell that. So like I said, I went to Africa, a couple of my bros. We went to Africa and was on this tour. And we saw this group of lions like ripping apart this other male lion. I mean, just ripping him to shreds. Like, yo. So one lion notices looking at that like, so he kind of casually walked over, you know what I'm saying? Said, hey, I see y'all looking at us like, yo, wow, why we doing our brother like that? Why are we tearing him apart like that? Why are we killing him? And we was like, yeah, we trying to figure out like what's the problem? Was he of a rival tribe or Pat? What's the deal? He's like, no, he was of our tribe, but he said, we're gonna tell you the story. Then maybe after, if you still feel the same, fine. So he starts, we start walking and we're talking, and he says, Seth one day came to us. The lion name was Seth that they destroyed. He said came to us and was like, look, he said, I got the answers to all our problems. And they're like, what problems we got? He's like, look, sometimes, food is scarce. Sometimes we get it in abundance. He said, but I know if we change this and started praying to the old great one, we will have an abundance of food. Appreciate that. Thank you. And happy Father's Day to you if you're a father. So they was like, okay, cool. They was like, that sounds good. Bring us to him. So as they go and they walking, they was like, why are we starting to see less and less lions and more hyenas? So then they get there and they was like, yo, this is the great one. Like the great one. Like, yo, a hyena. They was like, yes, you worship him. This is the Almighty, and everything you ever wanted will be ours. Food in abundance. We would never go. It would never be a famine. We'll never go without. It would always be water. Everybody would live in harmony. Everything. So, they like, okay, we'll try it. But they noticed throughout time, the order of balance was shifting. The female lionesses wouldn't hunt, right? The cubs weren't obeying no more. They was kind of being disrespectful. They was disobeying. And when they did hunt, we didn't eat first. The hyenas ate first and stuff like that. Other animals start to come in and take from us without no consequences. And we started to be like second-hand citizens. We was like at the bottom of the totem pole on our plains, in which we once ruled. Ever since we started worshiping the great one, the hyena. everything went out of whack. You know, the lionesses, like I said, they stopped hunting. They started talking bad attitudes. The children just ran amok. The wildebeest and the wildebeest, the cheetahs, the hippos, they all was flexing, coming to do what they want, take from us, and like, yeah, this is ours. We taking all the good and leaving all the bad. So we all decided, like, hold up, things ain't right. So to restore order, we had to deal with our own. So what they did was destroyed. He said, so when what you saw us getting rid of the problem. And then we went back to worshiping who we worship. Someone who resembled us, that looked like us, to help restore order and get things back to its natural order, this natural state of being, right? And we was like, we can respect that. We understand that. We got the same plight. We got the same. We vibing. We dealing with the same issues. So he says, so you understand? He said, you understand? We was like, yeah, we understand. We got you. He said, good. And he said, by the way, my friend, he said, I didn't get your name. What's your name? And I said, Ashanafi. He said, yeah, winner, warrior, conqueror. One who always wins. He said, yeah, that sounds about right. And I said, what's your name? He said, Haru, Savior, the one who comes and brings forth prosperity to the land. And I said, yeah, that sounds about right too. And then he said, hey, one more thing. He said, if you guys ever decide to come back, and I think and I'm hoping that you will come back with more people, he said, remember, next time, stay on that bus. He said, because when you come back, we're going to be lions again. We said, yes, sir. Got the message. So basically saying, yo, you come back and you get off that bus, it may not be in your best interest because we're going to be lions again. So respect. So that was the story right there. So black men, I need us to return back to our great form. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Protect the King movement is all about. Black men, black fathers, staying in front and center, holding the vanguard for our communities and protecting our children, our babies, and our women. You know what I'm saying? Protecting them. I ain't gonna bang because I was right there is my segue to bang again on certain things. But I'm in a good mood right now. I'm in a good mood. My son just got a scholarship offer. So I'm not gonna bang. I'm not gonna ruffle no feathers. Not that I care if I did. I already ruffled some feathers already. I guess that you know the tailgates. I guess some of their feathers was ruffled. But like I always say, like everybody else says, only a hit dog hollers, folks. If I throw a rock and don't know dog holler, then get hit. But if I throw it and one get hit, one hollers, that means he got hit. But I'm not gonna bang like that today. Nah, I'm not gonna go in. But the next time I do a show and I decide to go in, I'm going in. I'm going in hard. And I'm gonna give y'all a lesson on that type of behavior. And where there's always more than one victim. So hold that, put that in your back pocket for later. Because I'm not going to bang today. I'm in a good mood. My son just got his first scholarship offer. Bang. You know what I'm saying? We going to school on a scholarly. Cool, you know what I mean? So I got 2 sons, baby. 2 sons, 2 scholarship boys. So that A-train training works. It works. You know, it works. It works, you know. Proud of my sons, though. You know what I'm saying? Proud of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him. He deserves it. He worked hard for it. He really worked hard for it. You know, he's come a long way from a mental standpoint. It's just far as, accepting certain things. You know what I mean? So he's come a long way, and I'm proud of him. He deserved it. He put the work in. He put the work in on and off the field. So it's well deserved. It's very well deserved. Like this was gonna be a long, like an hour show, because I was gonna bang. But I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. So, it's gonna be, I'm always gonna be strong. I don't have to be long, but I'm always gonna be strong. That's why I started that video out. Hopefully it worked. I got a crash course lesson in how to share screens and play videos. I got a crash course. Shout out to AO for that. I appreciate you, AO. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. I know when in doubt, if I need something like that, I can always count on AO to come through for a brother. But yeah, man, I'm just happy. Proud of my son. Proud of him. He deserved it. He worked hard. But the work don't stop. The work don't stop. Like I told him, now you gotta step it up a notch, because now more is gonna be expected of you. Because you're not gonna be a walk-on. You're not gonna be a PWO. You're gonna be a scholarship player. So more things are gonna be asked of you. They're gonna expect something from you when you touch ground. So, hey, it's all like Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying? So it's on. I'm in a good mood, y'all. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. As much as I really wanna cut loose and cut a fool right now, I'm not. I'm gonna be good. But yeah, so shout out to all them brothers and sisters that ran in them relays that I saw, the World Championship relays. Shout out to all of them. They all performed. They all did well. And guess what? Y'all all come from the same tree. Just a different route and a different boat stop. Period. That's it. Some may disagree. That's fine. That's cool. It's all good. But it is what it is. But who cares? My son got a scholarship offer. That's all I care about right now. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I know Miami got a commit by Hippolyte, but I can't talk about that right now. Happy we got that commit. Love it. I told you my coach, Mario Cristobal, is a straight goon, certified goon. You're killing it, coach. Keep killing it. Keep making these people mad. Keep making all these coaches and these other conferences upset. Make them bust blood vessels, coach. Make them bust a blood vessel. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep banging on them, coach. But I'm here to talk about my son. Got a scholarship offer. Happy. Great. But I got another son that's going to do his thing this year. Coach, hey, coach, if you need a nickel, runs a 4.3, runs a certified 4.3, 10.4, 10.500. Yeah. Yo, come check us. Come check us. Come check us. But like I said, I'm super happy. My son got his first dub, scholarship offer. He's a scholarship football player now. Awesome. So I wasn't going to talk about, I got to talk about that. I'm good. So, yo, man, like, told you, I was going to be up here a lot longer because I had a whole bunch of other stuff to talk about. But once I got news of that, maybe about 5 minutes before I hit go live, I had to change up. I had to change up the game plan. But we talking about this. So look, that's all I got for the day. Because I'm not gonna bang. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bang right now. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket for my next show. And maybe I may not even do it my next show. I may save it. But trust me, it's going down. But yo, like I said, please, yo, hit the like button, subscribe, tell a cane to tell a cane. You know what I'm saying? Yo, once fall camp start back up, Storm Warning, the duo will definitely be up in this building. Me and my brother Groove. Happy Father's Day once again to all the fathers out there. You know what I'm saying? Happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Rewatch Squad, appreciate y'all liking it. And like I said, yo, help us grow the channel. So if we got 20 likes, 20 people that come view it, and we got 20 likes, donate $1 to the Cash App. $1. That's it. $1 to help grow the channel. That's all we asking. But yo, I appreciate everybody that's coming through. I know I started an hour early, but yo, I got some good news, so I had to come in here and get that off my chest. You know what I mean? I was going to talk about some other stuff, which would have prolonged the show, but I'm in a good mood. My son just got his, like I said, got his first scholarship offer to Concord University up in West Virginia. So on that note, I appreciate the few that came through to watch, and I appreciate the Rewatch Squad that's going to watch it. But remember, hit that like button, subscribe, and yo, donate $1 to the Cash App right down there, ABLAKK21. Boom. Peace and love. Coach Mario keep banging on these dudes, and it's all about the you. Peace.